One of the world's biggest musicians just got the ultimate revenge on Donald Trump, and we can only imagine President Narcolepsy is asleep. But when Stephen Miller rolls him over to check his bed sores, he's not going to be happy. In case you need some joy to bask in this weekend, or if you need a little something extra to add to your playlist this weekend, pump up the volume. It's a fiesta coming up on The David Reddish Show. Welcome to the show, all you beautiful weekend audience members. I am your host, again asking you please subscribe to our channel to help us keep the lights on this channel. When you do, you will also stay in the loop when it comes to bitchy, fun stories like this one. By now, I'm sure you know, Donald Trump has a Hollywood problem, as in everyone in the entertainment world hates the guy. Unless, of course, your name happens to be that of noted pervert James Woods, or undistinguished dermal filler spokesmodel Dean Cain. And I really hope that's not your name, for the record. Earlier this year, Trump started a whole feud with recording artist Bad Bunny, who, it bears mentioning, is the most downloaded musician in the world, surpassing even Taylor Swift. Also earlier this year, Bad Bunny hosted the Super Bowl halftime show, which became the most watched in history. Trump, true to form, had a fit that an American would perform a show in Spanish, and therefore launched his own all-American halftime show starring Kid Rock, which was a disaster. See our other videos for more on that. Even worse, it appears Trump didn't even watch his own halftime show, instead releasing a screed review of Bad Bunny's performance.
Donald Trump was not a fan of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. Minutes after the Puerto Rican rapper finished his set, the president took to Truth Social to lash out at his performance. The Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, Trump wrote in part, adding, "There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media, because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America Great Again, President Donald J. Trump." Bad Bunny took the stage on February 8th during the big game between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots, during which he was joined by many famous faces. After opening with his 2022 hit, Titi Me Pregunto, the singer, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, made his way to a replica of his La Casita, which has been a staple of his tour, where many celebrities were seen dancing, including Pedro Pascal, Cardi B, Jessica Alba, Karol G, and Alex Earl.
So, Trump, in his rage tweeting, managed to humiliate himself, and Bad Bunny didn't have to do anything to fight back. And now Bad Bunny has gone full-on killer rabbit on Trump. Stay with me. Yes, you Monty Python fans will recall the innocent-looking bunny who managed to bite the neck off a bunch of blowhards. Welcome to Monty Python's version of The Apprentice, which should be much funnier than it actually is. But again, I digress. Now the slap fight between Trump and Mr. Bunny just escalated, or should we say resolved. And guess who actually won? Take a look at this. Earlier this week, the Emmy nominations were announced, and now Billboard magazine reports Bad Bunny and the Super Bowl halftime show received a record-smashing 9 nominations, including a personal nomination for Bad Bunny's performance, as well as a nomination for Outstanding Variety Special. The 9 nominations constitute more recognition than any other Super Bowl halftime show in history, at least where the Emmys are concerned. The accolades already follow Bunny's ratings triumph when the show aired, and his racking up 3 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year earlier this year, where his album Debí Tirar Más Fotos became the first Spanish-language album to win the award. We would also be remiss not to note at this point that in his teary-eyed thank you speech, Bad Bunny also called out the Trump administration and ICE for its violence against immigrants and American citizens. So, America is doing the Bad Bunny hop while Trump squeals. It sounds like a Muppet sketch, doesn't it? Whatever that says. But again, I digress. With all the political offal currently afoot in this country, including the illegal activities by this administration, seeing a handsome young pop star nominated for awards feels minor. But remember, this is where the pop culture zeitgeist is. And where it leads, so goes public sentiment. I've always said you can tell where history is headed by turning on the radio. In the aughts, Green Day sang "Don't Want to Be an American Idiot" and Pink sang "Dear Mr. President," signs of how history would view George W. Bush. In the teens, Katy Perry crooned about how she kissed a girl and she liked it, while Miley Cyrus sang how she would love who she wanted to, which foreshadowed marriage equality. Hell, in the 70s, Neil Young sang about Ohio, and look how Nixon is regarded today. There is a sea change ahead. A tidal wave is forming, and no amount of fences or tarps can protect Trump from this one. Come what may, history is rendering its verdict, and Donald Trump has lost. This is The David Reddish Show.